Okay, let's imagine something for a second. No 1492. No Columbus. No Spanish ships on the horizon. Instead, Roman warships appear out of the Atlantic. Can you picture that? The first people to step onto American soil aren't Spanish explorers. They're Roman legionaries. Sounds crazy, right? But honestly, it's not completely impossible. Rome was the superpower of its time. They reached Britain, they controlled North Africa, they pushed deep into the Middle East. So why didn't someone just say, let's go west? And what if someone actually did? In this alternate timeline, Rome keeps improving its navy. They upgrade ship designs, they study Atlantic currents near modern-day Portugal, they build stronger hulls, larger supply ships, and eventually, a bold fleet sails west. Weeks at sea, storms hit, food runs low, morale drops. Then, one morning, land. Massive forests, an endless coastline, and the Roman commander says, "This belongs to Rome now." They name it Nova Roma, New Rome of the West. Now here's where it gets interesting. Rome didn't just conquer randomly, they built. First a camp, then roads, then aqueducts, then a proper city grid. Everywhere Rome went, infrastructure followed. At first, there would be trade, metal tools exchanged, knowledge shared. But Rome is still Rome. Legions follow merchants, organized, disciplined, moving like a machine. Some tribes would resist, some would adapt, some would join. And Roman citizenship, that was powerful. Status, security, a place in something bigger. Slowly, the eastern coast of North America becomes a Roman province. Now think about this. In real history, Rome collapsed. Economic trouble, internal chaos, too big to manage. But in this version, America changes everything. Fresh farmland, new mines, unlimited timber, new workforce. Rome's economy stabilizes instead of collapsing. Maybe the empire doesn't fall. Maybe it reforms. Maybe it evolves. Two continents, shared governance, stronger trade, and most importantly, no dark ages. Imagine Europe without centuries of stagnation. Knowledge doesn't disappear. Science doesn't pause. The Renaissance doesn't wait until the 1400s. It happens much earlier. Steam power might be explored centuries ahead of schedule. Industrial ideas begin forming in the Middle Ages. By the year 1200, Rome might already resemble an early industrial society. That means the modern world doesn't begin in the 1700s. It begins in the 1200s. We wouldn't be in 2026 technologically. We might feel like we're in the year 2500. Now imagine America in that world. No English, Latin. Washington wouldn't exist. Maybe it's called Caesarea. New York, Portus Magnus. The United States never forms because there are no British colonies. Rome was already there. No American Revolution, no British Empire shaping the Atlantic, just Rome. Religion changes too. Christianity still spreads, but under a unified Roman authority. Maybe there's no Protestant Reformation. Maybe Europe stays politically unified longer. The entire balance of global power shifts. The entire identity of the West becomes simply Roman. Now, fast forward to 2026 in that timeline. Rome still exists, not as a conquering empire, but as a massive transcontinental federation. Two capitals, Rome and Nova Roma. The Senate still functions, but now it oversees space programs. The Roman eagle isn't just on shields, it's on satellites, on space stations, even on the first colony on Mars. And the dominant global language? A modern form of Latin. Even the internet might be Latin-based. Here's the wild part. This wasn't completely impossible. Atlantic currents were real. Roman ships were advanced. They had ambition. They had resources. The only missing piece, a decision. One emperor saying, "We sail west." And sometimes, history changes because of one decision. Think about it. If Rome had reached America 1,400 years before Columbus, who would we be today? What language would you speak? What flag would fly over your city? History feels solid, but it's really just the version that happened. And maybe Rome was closer to America than we ever realized.